Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. In this crypto report, we're going to be talking about Crooked Hillary versus Crypto City. But first, make sure you subscribe to your favorite channel on YouTube, Darnell Jackson Crypto. Shout out to all the subscribers. Okay, I'm going to jump over to Twitter and I'm going to show you a little bit of the feedback that's on the thread right here talking about Bitcoin City. Here's a little graphic that shows how men are handling a dispute right now in Bitcoin City. If you haven't heard, this is the big news coming out of El Salvador. The president has announced that he is building the first Bitcoin city. I'm going to show you some footage from that announcement. And at the same time, we have a response from Crooked Hillary. And these two things happening in the last week just could not have better timing. You could not have greater contrast. Here's a report here from Pomp talking about Bitcoin City, talking about the amazing benefits that I don't want to spoil. So let me jump over to the president of El Salvador. Everybody's talking about his tweet. Nobody's copying him. There he is. So let's take a look at this announcement right now. I'm going to jump over to Facebook.
What I was going to present to you is the building of, not build the beat, yeah. Bitcoin City. And Bitcoin City, of course, it's in El Salvador, so Bitcoin is legal tender, that's nice. Not enough, probably nothing. Or not. But we'll have zero income tax.
Zero income tax. Did you hear that?
0% forever.
0% forever.
Zero capital gains tax.
Zero taxes.
Okay, last year I make all the money you want. We're fine.
So,
Exactly. Zero property tax. I mean, if you're making a huge building, you don't want to pay property tax for that. So you don't pay it.
he said zero property tax.
We want you to hire people, not to pay taxes for hiring people.
Zero payroll tax.
Zero municipal taxes. I'm going to say, okay, so who's going to pick up the trash? I'm going to go into that.
Zero municipal taxes.
And zero CO2 emissions.
Zero.
Because this is a fully ecological city that works and it's energized by a volcano. That is just right. In the side of the city. Thank you! So let's make a city, everybody.
All right. Now, you can already see the response by the crowd to this amazing reaction. And on Twitter and everywhere you look, when you hear about
the first
these
thing you need to
types
do
of-
is select which blockchain you want to put it on
Wait a
to
minute.
sell it. Here's everything you need to get.
开里宣布，
something's playing.
该国
All right. So you're seeing a lot of positive reaction when you're hearing about something like zero income tax, zero capital gains, zero property tax, zero payroll tax, no municipal taxes, and then on top of all of that, they're going to top it off with zero CO2 emissions, just in case you're keeping score. So what happened after this type of an announcement? Surely everybody was happy. No, everyone wasn't happy. There was a response, and I want to go over to Crooked Hillary. She was not impressed, to say the least. Let me jump over to her remarks. She's speaking here at the Bloomberg. This is on Bloomberg New Economy page on YouTube. She was speaking at the emerging, let's see, what was this? This is some event. I'll link to it. I can't tell you the exact name right now, but it's a big fancy event. Tony Blair was there, and so was Crooked Hillary. Let's look at what she had to say.
I hope nation states start paying greater attention to is the rise of cryptocurrency, because what looks like a very interesting and somewhat exotic effort to literally mine new coins in order to trade with them has the potential for undermining currencies, for undermining the role of the dollar as the reserve currency, for destabilizing.
Okay, now you heard it from her own mouth. She said that Bitcoin has the opportunity to destabilize. Now I'm going to run that back so you can hear her say it one more time out of her crooked head.
That I hope nation states start paying greater attention to is the rise of cryptocurrency, because what looks like a very interesting and somewhat exotic effort to literally mine new coins in order to trade with them has the potential for undermining currencies, for undermining the role of the dollar as the reserve currency, for destabilizing nations, perhaps starting with small ones, but going much larger. So when we think about this new environment in which we find ourselves that we've been discussing for the last some minutes, we can't just think about nation states. And Putin is a great example of that, because with his oligarchic coterie, he has utilized many non-state actors.
Post in the comments if you have any idea what coterie even means. All right, they always try to confuse you. The Rasta man said, don't let them do that. Let's go back to the confusion.
To pursue personal as well as nationalistic goals. And I think that's going to become a greater and greater threat. And it appears as though China is going to prevent outside technology payment systems like the cryptocurrency development from playing a big role inside China, because I think they've recognized, given their nationalism, perhaps earlier than other nations in the US, Europe, elsewhere, that this could be a direct threat to sovereignty. So while we're talking...
Of course, they're communists. Of course, communists are against choice. Why would a communist support the public having unlimited choices, like 10,000 cryptocurrencies to choose from and invest in? Of course, a communist regime would not report that. What do you mean, Crooked Hillary?
Talking about making decisions and trying to be strategic and building alliances, there's a whole new layer of activity that could be extremely destabilizing, and in the wrong hands or in alliances with the wrong people, could be direct threats to many of our nation states and certainly to the global currency markets.
Look, I think the crypto through it.
All right, so there you have it. If you were ever wondering why people have such amazing aspirations for Bitcoin, there you have it. There's no politician that's more connected, probably, than Crooked Hillary. And when she's making these types of comments, saying that people should be concerned.
I hope nation states start paying greater attention to is the rise of cryptocurrency.
And when people are supposed to be so concerned, then that's telling you that they have a legitimate fear of the power around here. So let's take a look at what it is they are so afraid of. This must be what would cause them to screech and run in the middle of the night. Here's the Bitcoin chart for the last 1 year. 239% return. That's what's gonna destroy nations? How is it gonna destroy nations? It looks like, according to the
started.
good people,
An Ethereum wallet that
according to the good people here in El Salvador, it's going to save their nation and allow them to live tax-free. They're going to build a whole tax-free city. So it's destabilizing. I don't know. Sounds like an amazing enhancement if you ask me, but I know you didn't ask me. But I'm here to provide information anyway. Here's the last 90 days, 21%. That's not as high. So it's volatile. So why are you so afraid, Crooked Hillary? Post in the comments if you, number one, if you were a Hillary voter, do you agree with her still? How far are you willing to take your allegiance with Hillary? You voted for her before, and now do you believe with what this candidate is talking about right now? Do you buy this foolishness that she's trying to sell us right now? Post in the comments. At this point in time, I want to thank you for liking this video. If you didn't like this video, make sure you share it with someone who will. Until next time, peace.